And welcome back. It is Make Ahead Monday, and this week pork is on the menu. And here to help is Brittany Williams, author of the cookbook Instant Loss, which is out tomorrow. Brittany, good morning.
Good morning.
We were just talking about how intimidating this can be, that it can sit in the box for months before you actually just attempt to use it. So you have 3 simple recipes that will make you want to take it out of the box.
Absolutely. I'm a busy mom of 3 kids, and so I need...
3 kids?
3 kids.
Wow.
I need things that I can cook up fast, and so I'm going to show you today my pork au jus.
By the way, before we start this, we should point out you lost 125 pounds using this thing, right?
I did. I did. Like I said, it really simplified my life because a common issue that I had, and I think a lot of people have, is time and cooking healthy meals fast. And that's what a pressure cooker can do. So instead of 4 to 6 hours in a crock pot, it's under 30 minutes in a pressure cooker.
Variety of different brands out there. You're not a paid spokesperson.
No,
before
not at all.
All right. Now let's get into it.
Okay.
How do you open the thing?
So you twist.
Easy enough.
And you open. So this is my pork au jus, and all it is pork chops, and then we're putting a little salt, pepper, garlic powder, oregano, and some fresh garlic with a little bit of chicken broth. And then we're just going to...
That's it?
That's it.
That's it.
Craig,
That's
try
it.
this.
And you just leave it be?
Yep. Then you just set the pot for 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
6 minutes.
6
But
minutes,
it takes
and
a little
this is
bit of time to build pressure. So it's probably going to take 10 to 15 minutes to build pressure.
That's good.
6 minutes to cook. And then there you go. You've
It's
got,
so juicy.
yeah, it's so juicy, delicious. And I love this because if you have leftovers...
You lost 125 pounds eating that?
I did. I know it tastes like 5-star restaurant cuisine, doesn't it?
Wow, that is so good. And now you're going to take that and morph it into some other things.
Absolutely. So leftovers are my arch nemesis, and I'm always trying to find different ways to repurpose them to get my children to eat the same thing twice. So right here, I have that pork chop that we just made left over, and I'm going to mix it with some tomatoes. I have some spices in there, and you just mix it right up.
That's it.
That's it. And then you're going to stuff these peppers.
You've already taken the seeds out. And...
Yep. And then sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. If you're dairy-free, it doesn't require this. And then again, you're going to cook these on top of the trivet with a little bit of water. So that's this little
so that helps
stainless
steam
steel.
it a little bit. Okay.
30
And
seconds.
that's what
Is that how long you cook it? 30 seconds?
30 seconds. No, this one takes a little bit more, like 5 minutes. But again, you're going to have the time to come to pressure. It's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes total.
I got to get on this.
This is delicious.
This Instapot.
And then you have pork carnitas.
Right,
tacos.
and so then again, we've just taken that same exact pork chop. We infuse it with some citrus flavor, and we've got some pork carnitas here.
Have you tried this one yet? You didn't get to this yet. This is
My
so
mouth is
fast. I feel like we have another 5 minutes for this segment, but we're all done with our recipes. Brittany, this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Perfect for moms, too.
For all of these recipes, you can go to today.com/food. And your cookbook is out now?
It's out in stores tomorrow. It's called Instant Loss, Eat Real, Lose Weight.
Awesome. Thank you, Brittany. We'll be right back.
In honor of the new year, and to help you stick to your resolution, we're cooking up some delicious recipes to get 2020 off to a really healthy start.
Yeah, they're from our friend, Chef Brian Lewis. He's the owner of several popular restaurants in New York and Connecticut, including the new location of his Japanese-inspired restaurant, Oko, in Rye, New York.
Yeah, the bummer is Brian actually wasn't feeling well this morning. He was in a hotel room nearby, had an issue, but he's fine. But Al is going to walk us through his healthy recipe, so we're digging this.
Because it's so good, we didn't want to kind of
All right, so this is for you, Brian. All right, so you've got salmon and leeks.
Yes.
And leeks are something that I know work in a lot of diets.
They do, and they're great. They're a little less pungent than onions. They're in that same family. But the problem with the leeks is that they're very sandy. So you got to clean them first. So you first
wash it first?
You do, but this is the easy way to do it. You cut off the ends. Then you cut off the dark green parts, and then you split that in half. Okay, and then, as you can see, it's hard to see, but there's sand and stuff in there.
So you wash it after you cut
wash
it.
to cut them up.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
And then you put them in the water, soak it,
Okay.
And then you're going to take them out, dry them with a paper towel.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there's a mix here of some butter and some water. So you don't want a lot of butter, but you want just enough to kind of flavor it. And what this will do, and you get it just a little on the brown side.
Oh,
so
you're cooking the leeks first.
Nutty, so you're going to saute the leeks until they are translucent, basically, a little caramelized. Okay, so you'll just give that a stir and let those cook.
I was on one of the French Women Don't Get Fat diet, and they swear by leeks, and they say it's like one of the best things.
There's a lot of water in them, so they help flush things out. Now, there's a mustard sauce that goes with this, and what's great is mustard it's a nice, got a little acidity. So you're going to add some lemon juice, a little water.
That's brown mustard.
Okay, your nice grainy brown mustard, a little olive oil, and a little salt and pepper.
Okay.
And also you're going to want to pepper and salt this a little
I'll
bit
stir
too.
your leeks
Okay, and then you basically, get that out of there. Going to whisk that up, and you're basically going to let that sit. Now, in the meantime, you're going to bake slow roast your salmon.
Why would you do that?
Well, because it basically, it's a nice, flavorful fish that's nice and moist, and you let it get to room temperature so that it cooks evenly.
Right.
You're going to pour this. This is a lemon olive oil mix.
That looks yummy.
It's very simple. You just take some lemon zest, some olive oil, some lemon, and you're going to pour this on top.
Right on top to cook
right
it,
on top to cook it. Okay, you can put some parchment paper down.
Hey, Brian, if you're watching, how we doing?
Okay.
So good.
Salt. Guys, what do you think?
It's phenomenal.
Okay.
Good?
And this is Espelette pepper. If you don't have this, you can put a little smoked paprika on this.
Okay.
You're going to put this in the oven, 275, 25 minutes.
Oh, low and slow.
Low and slow. Low and slow. And then you've got this. Now here's the finished product.
So you just
put some leeks. You could either you could leave this by itself, or you put some leeks down at the bottom, put it on top.
Put the thing on top.
Yeah, you try a little bit of that.
Yes,
okay.
It's really good.
All right.
Hold on, let's try it.
Okay.
Looks really yummy.
And in the meantime, we're going to make some roasted carrots with a harissa glaze.
Ooh.
So you're going to take some butter. You like that?
That's really
good.
Brian,
Really good.
So you're going to take some butter, water that's simmering. You're going to also then take some honey.
Wait, what are we making? I wasn't listening.
It's a harissa glazed carrot. Okay.
All right.
So you basically are going to mix this up, let it simmer till it gets a little thick like this. You've parboiled these beautiful multicolored carrots. All right.
Okay.
And then you take this glaze,
stick it right on top.
Put it on top. Again, put some parchment paper down first, because this way it's easier cleanup.
Okay.
And then you're going to put this in the oven at about 325 for about 40 minutes.
Okay.
And then they're going to end up nice and
What's
glazed.
the sauce?
This is a nice little sauce that Brian's come up with. The recipe's on today.food. Just kind of drizzle that on top.
Okay.
And he's got this kind of nice, nutty, crunchy sesame deal.
It has a little crunch to it.
That's right.
And the harissa paste is usually spicy, but the other sauce kind of kicks it a little bit.
And Lester can't talk because he's just...
No, there's some beets going on.
Yeah, that's right. And then there's a nice beet salad.
Oh, my gosh.
We got the recipe again, today.com.
Al, you did a fine job.
Well, Brian would have been much better, and he'll come back. But if you want those recipes from Chef Brian Lewis and more, head to today.com/food.
We are back with more of Start Today with Valerie Bertinelli. Her wellness journey isn't the only thing that's generated tons and tons of response here today. People are buzzing about your 7-night dinner menu that goes along with it. You can find it right now on today.com/start.
I come up with another one now.
First of all, they want all your recipes. That's the other big thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so people love like comfort foods.
Yes, me too.
But the problem with those is, you know what I mean? They're like full of calories and full of fat.
They're comforting.
Exactly. So what's our option
Well, I've taken meatloaf and I've made it low carb.
Okay.
Because, there's a lot of filler in it. There's a lot of breadcrumbs and stuff like that. Bread, soaked bread, no more. I've replaced that with almond flour, which has, it's a low glycemic. It also has a lot of magnesium, which is very good for you. It's higher in protein.
So do you dream this stuff up? Are you like, okay, I love a meatloaf. Let me think of what I can throw into.
Let me think of a way. Yes. How can I make it a low carb meatloaf? So this is what we do.
Okay.
We start with the regular way of making a meatloaf, where you've got your garlic, you've got your onions, and then you're going to put a little bit of oregano in there too.
Stick it in a pan.
Saute that up. You want to get those veggies nice and soft.
Okay.
So then they're going to turn into this.
All right.
So then the veggies goes into some turkey.
So you like ground turkey? That's your go-to?
I do like ground turkey because you can really fill it with a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do here. And I mean, you could do this with beef if you really wanted to go like high keto on it, but do it with turkey. It makes it a little bit lower fat.
Okay.
But I'm going to add a little bit of fat with the
What is that?
I keep saying
prosciutto.
No, but it's not.
Oh, pancetta.
Pancetta.
Thank you. I'm sort of Italian. I don't know what happened all of a sudden. I lost my Italian card. I'll get it back, though, because I'm going to put Parmesan in.
There you go.
There's my
That's
Italian card.
Our Irish will take you. Don't worry. You get the card back.
And here's the almond flour. And you can use almond flour the same way that you use regular flour, 1-to-1.
So what's the purpose of the almond flour? To hold it together, or just
that is going to be help bind along with the egg.
Okay.
And then some more flavor. Use low sugar ketchup or non-sugar ketchup.
By the way, ketchup's killer.
It is a killer when it comes to sugar.
Sugar-wise.
Sugar. Yeah.
So then I'm not going to.
But
I'm not going to get my hands in there.
But I'll just mush it around with this.
Usually when I'm home, I actually do use plastic gloves to mix that around.
Oh,
because I don't like to get my hands.
Who do you like to cook for?
I love to cook for Wolfie.
Yeah. What is he like?
What's his family?
What's
he
his
loves
go-to?
this meatloaf. I used to make it on Thursday nights. That was the big homework night. So I'd make sure that he sat while I was making the meatloaf. And this is like, he's 28 now. I don't. I still talk about him like his little kid. Because he is. He's my little kid.
Are you guys really close? You and Wolfie?
I think so. Yeah. He may stay maybe a little too close.
Okay.
Big Mom, leave me alone.
All right. So you take this. Wait, we stick it in the oven. What's happening now? Okay. So here's the big blob of meatloaf.
I've got to talk about Wolfie. So then what you do is you get all of this no sugar ketchup all over. And the great thing about grocery stores now is you can get all of these substitutes really easily.
Okay.
So you smother that in ketchup, put it in the oven, 400 degrees for about an hour until it comes up to about 165. You can even make a little under because you don't let it rest for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then you give it a good slice.
Okay.
And it's really tasty.
What's going on?
Terrific. Fantastic.
Wait, I'm going to try a little bite of this stuff.
It's really good.
And what do you eat with this? I mean, I know we're going to make a salad in a second, but if we want sides because we want something with this, what do you do?
I have sauteed spinach with it and some butter and garlic and sauteed asparagus, any really kind of like nice wintry vegetable. You could go with it at this time of year.
Roasted Brussels sprouts.
Hey, Valerie,
Brussels sprouts would be great.
When I eat something and I know it's healthy like this, then I think I can eat a ton of it. Right? The portion control goes off the.
No, you still have to. Yeah, but you still have to. That's my problem too. I hear you big time. So yeah, I'm thinking, oh, it's healthy. I can have more, but there's still calories involved.
But it's a nice, dense, moist.
Yeah. It really is
meatloaf,
moist.
so you're not
well, you guys, your staff, your culinary staff is amazing. They cooked it. I
know it
didn't.
defeats the purpose, but I would love this on like a sandwich, like a meatloaf sandwich.
By the way,
Right.
I think that doesn't.
They make low-carb breads now, so you can do that.
Let's make a salad.
Okay, let's make a salad. So we're going to do this bitter greens, which is chicory and radicchio. And the nice thing about chicory is everything in the chicory family, they have this probiotic fiber in it that's really good for weight loss. It's really good for your gut
That's a
health.
dumb question. What is chicory? What are you talking about?
This is chicory.
Salad? Oh, the lettuce?
This is the lettuce chicory.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
And you really want to make sure that it gets nice and clean because it can get really, well, it comes from the ground, so it gets really muddy and dirty. And I love salad spinners because it always gets your salad nice and clean, your lettuce super clean. Yeah, exactly.
It's a workout.
Plus, they're just fun.
You dump out the water at the bottom, then you rinse it again, dump out the water again.
Okay.
So, then we have some radicchio that goes in. These are all like really
little bitter.
Yeah. Right, because the meatloaf is a little on the sweet side because of the ketchup and everything. So this is nice and bitter. And then radishes, really, really good. Lots of vitamin C. People don't know.
I didn't know that.
A third of your vitamin C comes from just one.
What's in the
serving of
dressing?
radish.
The dressing's delicious. What's in it?
The dressing is delicious. It's red wine vinegar, a basic Italian. These are like kind of Italian things going together.
You got your card back.
What?
You got your Italian card back.
I got my Italian card back, so maybe. So we have some olive oil. We have some red wine vinegar. You get all that in. I like to make dressings at home because I know what's going in them.
I know.
There's no preservatives. So we got some shallots in there.
Right.
A little salt.
Shake it up.
A little pepper. And you that's how easy it is.
By the way, simple.
It's so
if you want to put some more parm in, you can do that.
All right.
Ta-da!
Now, your recipes,
Italian.
your recipes are big. You can catch the entire 7-night dinner plan at today.com/start today. Valerie.
And I'll do another one for next month.
You are?
Well done.
You should do more often.
Well done.
Thanks, Val.
We're back in a moment, but first, this is Today on NBC.
Yummy.
Ooh.